The channel you're watching this video on has 67,000 subscribers. But here's the truth. It took me over 4 years and 150 uploads before I hit my first 1K subs. So if you're struggling to hit that 1,000 subscriber milestone here on YouTube, trust me, I've been there. In today's video, I'm going to show you the fastest way to get your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube without waiting years or having to upload hundreds of videos. How, you ask? Well, it's called the magnet video method, where one video does a lot of heavy lifting and draws in thousands of subscribers to your channel. For example, this single video gained me over 1,102 subscribers in the first 11 days of uploading. And if you stay to the very end of this video, I'm actually going to reveal how much YouTube paid me for that video. Shalom, my name is No Limit Eddie. I'm an American who has been traveling the world full-time for the last 4 years straight. And this video is actually the first of a new series that I'm starting on my channel. I don't know if I'm gonna call it Money Mondays or Wealth Wednesdays. Drop me a comment, let me know what you guys think. And what I'm gonna be doing in this series is basically breaking down the foundation to the financial freedom that I have today. So YouTube is actually one of my income streams, okay? So in order to actually start getting paid from YouTube, you actually have to reach these different milestones. First one is you need 1,000 subscribers, and then the second one is you need 4,000 watch hours. Okay, so the fastest way to actually get these 1,000 subscribers, guys, is by creating what I call a magnet video. And a magnet video has 3 components. Let me draw them on a board really quick. All right, so this right here is my fantastic artwork. Yes, I'm a better drawer than Picasso. If you didn't know that, I am here, Basquiat, the newer version. So look, we got 3 things, okay? Now, this right here is a gate, okay? Because the first component of a magnetic video is the gateway. I'm gonna explain what all these are in a second. Second, this is a crown, because the second component is a kingmaker, okay? Very important. This one is super important. Then you got this right here. That is an apple tree, and there's a man right underneath it. So that's Isaac Newton. They said he discovered gravity when an apple, boom, hit him on his head. Okay, so this right here is the third component, which is the gravity point. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, so the gateway. Here's an analogy, right? Let's say you created the best amusement park to ever exist. You have the greatest rides, the most fun rides for everyone of all ages. You got the teacups for the kids. You got the Superman for the adults. You got the best funnel cake. You got the best slushie machine. Like you spared no expense. You put $100 million into this amusement park. But then the gate of your amusement park, even though it's big, it's huge, the opening, the part that people can actually walk in is only 3 feet high. Meaning that the average human being, the average man, the average woman, the average young child, 10, 12-year-old child, is going to have to get on their hands and knees and crawl like a dog to enter your park. Even if you have the best amusement park in the world on the inside, if the gateway to enter that park is only 3 feet tall, you're going to severely restrict the amount of people who ever go inside. And so this is just an analogy, because so many of you guys, right, when you're doing YouTube, you want to have the best camera. You want to have the best lighting. You want to have the best script. You want to have the best presentation. You want to have the best background. You want to have the best of everything. But then when it comes to the gateway, right, I'm going to show you a picture of the screen of the gateway of this particular video, right, which is like those 100 characters YouTube gives you to describe what your video is about. How do you contextualize your video in 100 characters or less? You guys put no thought into that, right? You spend $3,000 on a camera, and then you just slap something together for the gateway, which is going to really determine how many people even get inside the amusement park, aka how many people ever click to watch your video. All right, so there are 3 components to make a really good gateway. I'm going to break them down for you right now. Let me erase this stuff right here. Take one more look at these beautiful drawings. Okay, listen, if I see these being sold for $100 million, or in Paris, France, I'm going to come for you guys. Just know that. All right, so we're going to start off with the gateway. Let's get into it. Again, drawing of a gate. Yes, it's amazing. Then we have 3 things. This is a check mark, this is a bullseye, and this is a thumbs up, because there are 3 components making a good gateway for your video. So whenever I'm making a gateway for my video, aka a title, okay, if you haven't gathered that already, aka a title, there's 3 things that I need to check. The first one is a trusted source. Let's go back to the analogy of the amusement park. If you spent $100 million on an amusement park, on the best rides, on the best chefs, on the best characters, on the best experiences for the inside of your park, best music, should you then go onto the corner of Figueroa and get Jose to build the gate for your amusement park? Probably not. right? You should probably go to the same people who built the gate for Disneyland, or the same people who built the gate for Knott's Berry Farms or Six Flags, because they have experience in building proper gates that work in the particular facet of what you're looking to do. So likewise, if you're going to go create a video, there's nothing new under the sun. There's somebody who's already made a video on that topic. You should go and see what exactly is the gateway for the most successful videos. Look at the top 5, 6, 7 videos on that topic and look at their gateways, look at their titles. Okay? See what is being repeated in all of them. Okay, and use that as inspiration for your title. Sometimes, even like this is a gateway for the video that we're talking about in today's video. I'll just take it. I'll take the title straight up and drop it into my video. No changes whatsoever. If it's accurate to my video. So that's the first thing you want to do is model successful titles. Do research on it. You want to make it specific, okay? The more specific you can make your gateway, the better it is. So if we go back to the analogy of the whole what we're talking about, amusement parks. Yeah, this is a raw video. It's very minimal editing in this. I'm wearing a tank top. I'm just here to teach, okay? And this is another important point for people who want to do YouTube or just any business in general, right? The beginning will suck. This is my first ever whiteboard style video. I've never done one of these a day in my life before. Do I expect it to be great? No. Do I expect it to be bad? Yes. But what does that mean if it is bad? What it means, every single video that I do from this point forward in my Money Mondays or Wealth Wednesday series is only going to get better. Okay, so don't focus on perfection in the beginning, just focus on getting it done, and over time you get better. So if we go back to that whole amusement park example, you don't want to have a prison gate on your amusement park, right? You don't want to have a gate for a human being's front yard for your amusement park, right? You know the white picket fences? You don't want to have that for your amusement park. You want to make it specific. So you see this video, it was about like my first day over in Johannesburg. Okay, so I could have said my first day in Africa. I could have done that, but Africa is very broad. So then I could have done my first day in South Africa. That's better, that's more specific, right? So like first day in Africa would maybe be like the outer ring, right? First day in South Africa maybe this ring right here. But when I said first day in Johannesburg, bullseye. Absolute bullseye, right? I'm as precise as humanly possible. All right, the last thing, this right here is a thumbs up. What you want to do for your gateway, aka the title of your video, is you want to keep it simple, just easy peasy. You know, that's what that means, easy peasy. So YouTube gives you about 100 characters to use. You typically want to use just about 55 or less. Okay, 55 should be the max characters you use. Why 55? Well, because you know when you're on your phone, they limit the amount of characters that you're able to see on your phone for a YouTube video to 55 characters. And so if your title can't fit within 55, a lot of people won't actually see your full title, and therefore a lot of people won't be able to understand fully what your video is about. And there's an Einstein quote, which is, if you cannot explain it simply, you simply don't understand it enough. So if you cannot simplify your idea of your video into 55 characters or less, typically the idea is not good. That right there is a gateway, okay? Now, the thing is, I actually help people write gateways for their videos inside of my one-on-one coaching program. So I have a whole training where I'm actually like a real training, not like this, me standing up with a tank top on and talking. I'm in my computer, I'm doing it with you guys like in real time. And so you have a whole training, but beyond that, people who join my one-on-one coaching program get access to me one-on-one, so we can work together to brainstorm different gateways for your videos, okay? So if you want to learn how to use the internet to make money, travel the world, you know, monetize your YouTube channel as well, then go ahead and click the very first link in this video description, or go to www.nolimiteddy.com/video to learn more about working one-on-one with me to make money on the internet. All right, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so the next component to making a magnetic video, right? These are videos that draw in lots of subscribers to your channel. I call it the kingmaker. And this right here actually is probably, out of the 3 components, the most important one. I've seen it myself, like really, like, I call it the kingmaker because it will make or break your videos. Okay, if you have a bad kingmaker, your video will stay stuck in like the forgotten land. Okay, I think 90% of videos on YouTube have less than 1,000 views. Okay, 90% have less than 1,000 views. So to get a video with even 10,000 views, I think it's like a 1% chance, right? And so the video that we're talking about, it hit 200 and something thousand views. So you have less than a 1% chance of getting a video that is a magnetic video unless you know how to do all three of these components, which I'm showing you guys right now, okay? I'm doing the best I can to break them down. Of course, we go deeper in my one-on-one coaching program, but let's get to it. So kingmaker, this right here is obviously a crown. Yes. Then this is an eyeball, and this is a crowd of 3 people. Now let's go into the kingdom, right? Let's do analogies. I love to do analogies when I'm teaching. So when most people think the power ranking of a kingdom, they think king, queen, bishop, or whatever religious leader there is in that society. And for the most part, that's true. But let's say there was a human in society who had the ability to crown or uncrown the king at will. While that person couldn't actually pass any laws by themselves, it could be said that they are the most powerful person in the kingdom, if they were the kingmaker. Because they can simply go to the king and say, hey, pass this law right now today. And if the king refuses, well, then he can just say, do it or I'm going to uncrown you. I'll make somebody else a king, right? He can pretty much force that king to make any law that he desired or give him basically whatever he desired. And so as a result of that, that person will then be the most powerful person. What exactly is the kingmaker in terms of YouTube? Well, the kingmaker is that image that YouTube allows you to put onto a video, right? That allows you to pretty much describe your video visually. Okay, that's the kingmaker. Now, here's the kingmaker in the video that we're talking about today, that we're doing a case study on. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. This is the first thing, the first component of a kingmaker. And that is to recognize the quality of a king. A good kingmaker, right? Not one who's evil and malicious, but a good kingmaker should know that kings have qualities, okay? Maybe they're loyal, maybe they're strategic, maybe they are strong, right? Back in the days, kings used to go out to war, and so maybe they're strong, maybe they are respected by civilization, maybe they're taller, maybe they're bigger. They just have certain attributes and certain traits that make them effective kings. Well, there are also particular qualities of a good kingmaker, of that image that YouTube gives you, allows you to use to describe your video. And so what you want to do, just like in the first component, right? You want to do your research. Okay, there's a great book called Steal Like an Artist. On YouTube, you want to see what's working and like kind of take it and put it into your video. That is how you succeed. I'm going to be 100% real with you. Trying to be original, trying to be unique, trying to be different is not how you succeed on YouTube. It is what it is, okay? Of course, every single person is unique in themselves. And so, like, have there been other people who made a video about how to make 1,000 subscribers on YouTube? Yes, 100%. Have they done it while being at 67,000 subscribers, while in the country of Uganda, while being a Black American, while wearing a tank top with twists? No, of course not, right? So there's, of course, going to be individual things that make it unique. But overall, in general, you're just modeling what's working and putting your slight unique spin on it, okay? So recognize the qualities of a king. You want to do research on the type of video that you're making, and then you want to see the kingmakers they put. What are the images they use to describe their videos, okay? Can you just, word for word, can you just like literally just copy their image and put it in your video, but put yourself in it? Or maybe you change the words, or maybe you do slight tweaks. But even the video, right, that I'm making, so even in this video that we're doing a case study about, right, which is my first day in Johannesburg video, I got the thumbnail, AKA the kingmaker, from a guy named Time London. Shout out to Time London, by the way. He is a YouTuber. His channel is actually significantly smaller than mine. He has maybe like 14K subscribers. But he had a video that did very well, which was his first day in Johannesburg. It had around 52,000 views. I saw his thumbnail of it. I said, okay, that's a good thumbnail. It worked for him. It kind of was an outlier for his channel. I took his thumbnail and I kind of made it my own, right? Just put myself in it and took an image of myself, la da da da. And my video got 200 and something thousand views. So I literally stole the thumbnail from Time London. Shout out to Time London. And my video ended up outperforming his, right? Why? Because I know how to do these 3 things, right? It's a combination of these 3 things, which is what the gateway, the kingmaker, and what we're going to talk about next. Second thing, let me see my notes. Hold on, let me see. What am I talking about? Oh, okay, boom. The second thing you want to do, see, this is a group of people. As a good kingmaker, you should always have what? Multiple princes. There should be multiple people you're looking at to say, okay, he could be a good king, he could be a good king, he can be a good king, and kind of watching how they develop. When it comes to making kingmakers for your video, aka thumbnails, you want to have multiple options. Do not be a rookie. Do not be lazy, bro. Do not be lazy. People be lazy when it comes to YouTube and think they're gonna succeed. No, you gotta suffer, you gotta put in pain. So You might have to create 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different thumbnails for a singular video, right? You might have to create, you may have one, let's say for example, model. Like I'm gonna model this thumbnail, and then you might make 4 variations of that single model, okay? And then you go ahead and you pick the best ones. You have to put in work on YouTube. There's no way around it, bro. Okay, is it easier now with AI? Yes, for sure. But either way, you still gotta put in some work, all right? Now, I know not everybody's really good at like Photoshop and graphic design, and that's okay. So what I do inside my program, right, you're gonna have access to 25 different templates that you can use that have already been proven to hit 100,000 plus views on this app called YouTube, okay? And I teach you guys how to use it on this app online called Canva. Canva is free and it's super easy to use. It's pretty much drag and drop. But I teach you guys how to make thumbnails, and not only do I teach you how to make them, I give you templates. So that way all you gotta do is just like take certain things out, put your own things in, make it super simple. Again, that's for people in my one-on-one coaching program. Let's go to the next level, right? The third thing you're gonna need to make a magnetic video. And let me erase this board really quick. Now, I'm gonna actually keep talking to you guys while I'm erasing this. I wanna know what you guys think about this style of video, okay? I'm doing my best. Like I said, I know that these videos are gonna be crap in the beginning. I don't expect these videos to get a ton of views in the beginning. I will make a lot of money from these videos, that's for sure. But I don't expect the quality of it to be so amazing at the start. But let me know what you guys think about this whole series, this whole teaching style. Let me know if I'm going too surface level, if I'm going too deep. I want it to be actionable information. So just let me know. All right, so boom, this right here is the last component, the gravity point. Isaac Newton hitting the head with an apple because he discovered gravity, supposedly. You know, they be lying a lot, but supposedly from getting hit with an apple. So we got 3 things: money, checklist, hammer. Let's get into it. Gravity point is the first 30 seconds of your video. That's what pulls viewers in, just as gravity pulls things to earth, okay? The first 30 seconds of your video is the most important. If you had 5 minutes to clean your house, say your house is a complete mess and you have a guest coming over, maybe your mother-in-law is coming over, maybe your new boo is coming over, whatever. You gotta impress somebody and they're coming to your house. You only have 5 minutes to clean your house, a total mess. What are you going to clean? The most obscure part of your closet, or are you going to clean the living room, right? The guest bathroom, the places where they're most likely to spend the most time and most likely to be able to judge you upon. You're more likely going to clean the parts where they're going to spend the most time, right? Same thing with YouTube videos. Most people are only going to watch the first 30 seconds of the video. Just being honest. So you need to front load your effort. You need to put as much attention and time into the first hook of your video than you need to be putting into the back end of your video. Money. This is the first component to making a good gravity point. You want to put your money shots at the start. If you look at any one of my vlogs, and I make vlogs on my channel from time to time, and what I'll do is the beginning of my video is always the best moments. What was the most funny parts? What was the most interesting parts? What was the most pretty women? I'm putting those all in the front of my video, right? Always in the front of my video, because that's what's going to hook people in. You have to give them a reason to continue to watch. So people think they need to put their best shots at the end of the video, but no, you need to put your best shots in the beginning of the video, okay? Second thing, this is a checklist. You want to plan out your videos, especially your hooks, especially your what? Gravity points, You want to plan them out in excruciating detail. That's the only part of this video that I scripted. I scripted my intro. I don't even expect this video to do 10,000, 20,000 views. I really don't. This will probably be a lower view video for my channel because this is not my typical style of videos. I will make a lot of money from this video because the CPM will be higher. And I'll also get a lot of people to book in calls and join my coaching program from this video, right? I make videos, not whiteboard videos before, but just videos based on a topic that my particular ideal customer watches and enjoys. So I'll make a lot of money from this video, but I don't think this will be the most viewed video. But even still, I did what? I made a good hook. Why? Because I wanted to show you guys all these other things in action. So you want to plan those out in excruciating detail. Last thing you want to do is build on what's working. So you want to find 3 videos that are performing very well about the same topic you're making your video about, and you want to do what? Copy their hooks, aka their gravity points. You can actually find somebody's transcript for their YouTube video, copy and paste it onto your Google Doc or your Notion doc or your Word document, and then you have exactly what they said in their hook in the first 30 seconds. And then you can just change the wording around to fit what you want to say, and then you read that. So now when I make my actual main channel videos, I create 3 different hooks. I script 3 different hooks, I film 3 different hooks, and I edit 3 different hooks. And then whichever one I like the most after seeing it is the one that I end up putting inside my video. But again, That's the gravity point, okay? Now here's the thing too, inside my one-on-one coaching program where I'm teaching you guys how to use YouTube to then sell digital products, which is the best way for anybody, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned expert, to make money online. I actually write out your first month of content for you. Okay, so the entire first month of content, I'm talking about the kingmaker, I'm talking about the gravity point, I'm talking about the gateway, I'm talking about even the other components of it. I'm helping you to do all that. Okay, I'll give you a full script. I give you the title. I give you the, hey, these are the thumbnails to make. I give you the templates to make the thumbnails. Like the first month of content you have inside my program is there, it's yours, right? And you have me, somebody who's, I'm not gonna say I'm the most successful YouTuber, but I mean, I've been making a full-time income on YouTube since 2021, right? Been making money on YouTube AdSense plus selling digital products. So, I mean, I know a thing or two about how to use YouTube to really generate profit and really generate revenue. So yeah, it's a quite a valuable resource. You guys can, again, click the first link in my description or visit www.nolamatti.com/video. Yes, I'm promoting my product and service. You can learn how to do that. Click that link, watch training, see if it makes sense. If it does, book in a call to talk with me, man. Yes, if you want all that done for you, you can do that. Now, I did say I would reveal how much that video actually paid me, okay? So here's the number right there on your screen. This is exactly how much I made from that video, just from YouTube AdSense, okay? I made around like $500 something. I don't have it right here in front of me, but I'll put it on the screen and show you guys exactly what it is. In essence, this video was severely low income. So 100,000 views should actually generate you around $600 to $700 from my channel, based off my CPM. However, this video did 200,000 views. So 200,000 views should have made me around, on a low end, $1,200, on a higher end, like $1,400. But this video did over 200,000 views and it made me $500 and something. The reason why is most of the viewers ended up coming from the country that I made the video in, South Africa. Normally that doesn't happen. Normally my videos are promoted and shared with people that are over in the States. And people who are in the States generally have a higher CPM. You make more money when people from the States view your videos. And this comes to a point, which is why I don't recommend people like trying to rely only on YouTube AdSense, because YouTube AdSense is very volatile. Okay, so if I was counting on YouTube AdSense and I got a 200,000 view video, I would have expected $1,400 to maybe the other 100,000 views or so, like let's say $2,000. I would have expected to make $2,000 in this video, but I made $534. That's a significant decrease. But because I actually sell different products and different services in my videos, I'm able to have a much more consistent stream of income because I always have ebooks that I'm selling. I have my one-on-one coaching program that I'm selling, right? And then the YouTube ad revenue is just like a bonus on top of that. So that's why I always recommend, if you really want to do YouTube, you should like do YouTube, yes, but push to a product or to a service. And that's what I help people to do, of course, inside of my one-on-one coaching program, which I've been plugging 6 to 7 times in this video already. Now, again, if you enjoyed today's video, don't stop watching here because I have 4 years worth of content on my channel. Check out this video that YouTube thinks you'll love. Normally, I will link you to another one of my Money Mondays or Wealth Wednesdays, but this is the first one, so I have nothing to link you to. But watch another one of my videos on the screen right now that YouTube thinks you will enjoy. All right, peace.